Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Okay, see, let us quickly see the questions of history. So at this point, I'll give you the question answer, detailed explanations with the sources, etc. I'll do in a special class in the evening today. So do attend that. We'll be giving specifically the sources from where these questions came. So that part is working. So one of the first questions is with reference to Chausat Yogini temple situated near Morena. Consider the following. It's a circular temple built during the reign of Kachapagata dynasty. It's the only circular temple in India. It was meant to promote the Vaishnava cult in the region, and its design has given rise to popular belief that it was inspiration behind the Indian Parliament building. Which of the statements is or are correct? See, it's a Shiva temple, and yes, it was built during Kachapagata dynasty, and fourth, that's why the answer is C for this. So at this point, I've cross-checked it. The answer is C for this question. Okay, so 1 and 4 are correct. The question is asking which of the following are correct, and it is 1 and 4. Next question, which one of the following ancient towns is well known for its elaborate system of water harvesting and management? By building a series of dams and channelizing water into connected reservoirs. Dholavira, Kalibangan, Rakhigari, Ropar. See, this is a textbook question, straight from the textbook. It's Dholavira. Okay, answer is A. In the first quarter of 17th century, in which of the following was or were the factory or factories of English East India Company located? Bharuch, Chikakol and Trichinopoly. The answer will be 1615, Bharuch, along with Surat, Agra, along with Surat and Bharuch, 1615. Answer is A. Since the question is asking first quarter of 17th century, which is about 1600 to 1625. Okay. From the decline of Guptas until the rise of Harshavardhana in the early 7th century, which of the following kingdoms were holding power in North India? Guptas of Magadha, Parmara of Malwa, Pushyabhutis of Thaneshwar, Maukharis of Kannauj, Yadavas of Devagiri, Maitrakas of Vallabhi. Now, two things must click in your mind when you're reading this. One is North India. So, Yadavas of Devagiri central gone, Parmaras of Malwa west gone. So, that's why since they're asking North India, the answer will be B, which is 1, Guptas of Magadha, Pushyabhutis of Thaneshwar, Maukharis of Kannauj, Maitrakas of Vallabhi. 1, 3, 4, 6. That's the question. And next question, according to Portuguese writer Nunes, the women in Vijayanagara Empire were expert in which of the following areas? Wrestling, astrology, accounting, soothsaying. See, this is a traditional, conventional Vijayanagara practice of UPSC. UPSC definitely tends to ask one question from Vijayanagara. That could be any depth, peripheral question or deep down question. This is one of the deep topic questions. All the 4. Nunes writes a very good doctrine about how women were in Vijayanagara state and how they were doing all the jobs. They were regarding wrestling. He wrote an entire thing. So a detail of this I'll tell in the evening special class. Okay. At this point we are limited with time. I need to check a lot of questions. With reference to Madanapalli of Andhra Pradesh, which one of the following statements is correct? So the question is asking correct. Pingali Venkaya designed tricolor national flag here? No. Machilipatnam. Pattabi Sitaramaya Quit India movement? Not. Rabindranath Tagore translated national anthem from Bengali to English. Here he also sung it here in a song format. So answer is C. The answer is C for this question. Consider the following pairs: Burzahom, rock cut shrines; Chandra Ketugad, terracotta arts; Ganeshwar, copper artifacts. This is a straight factual question, guys, on the spot. There's no real big choice here for you to analyze the question. The answer is 2 and 3. Answer is D. So Burzahom doesn't have rock cut shrines. It's much before. Ketugad, Chandra Ketugad, terracotta. There's a book source for this. I'll tell you the source in the evening. Consider the following statements. It was during the reign of Iltutmish that Genghis Khan reached the Indus in pursuit of fugitive Khwarezmi prince. It was during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq that Taimur occupied Multan and crossed Indus. It was during the reign of Devaraya II, Vijayanagara Empire, that Vasco da Gama reached the coast of Kerala. Which of the following statements given is or are correct? Answer will be only A, guys. This is because statements these are correct about Mitakshara. Mitakshara. Question number 40. This is set A. Question number 40. Mitakshara was the civil law for upper caste and Dayabhaga was the civil law for lower caste. In Mitakshara system, the sons can claim right to property during the lifetime of father, whereas the Dayabhaga system, it is only after the death of father that the sons can claim right to the property. Mitakshara system deals with the matters related to property held by male members only of a family, whereas Dayabhaga system deals with matters related to property held by both male and female members of the family. Now, since the question is asking which of the following is or are correct, answer will be B. Only 2 is correct. Okay. 1 and C are not, 1 and 3 are not correct. Bhavabhuti, Hastimalla, Kshemeswara were famous. Now this question, this is a very tricky question. You may get with the type of names that they have, you may tend to be inclined towards putting them as Jain monks. That's why they've given it in option A. It's actually playwrights by All India Congress Committee. Viceroy's Executive Council expansion, ministry resign is 1939. So this one is little far away. So answer will be 43rd answer is A. Who among the following is associated with songs from prison? A translation of ancient Indian religious lyrics in English. Now this is I consider this to be the most unconventional question of this year's paper. I mean, this is completely off the book, off the records, from nowhere. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, 1934. This is completely okay. With reference to medieval India, which one of the following is the correct sequence in ascending order, means increasing order in terms of size? Naturally, that's why Pargana, Sarkars and Suba. Suba is the bigger province, Sarkar chota, and then Pargana is further smaller. Who among the following was associated as secretary with Hindu female school, which later came to be known as Bethune Female School? Straightforward answer. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. So this was again straightforward question. In the context of colonial India, Shahnawaz Khan, Prem Kumar Sehgal and Gurbakhsh Singh Dhillon are remembered as, now you know the 3 leaders of Indian National Army, the officers, INA, those who got Dhillon, Gurbakhsh Singh Dhillon, Shahnawaz Khan, they were associated with INA. Straight fact question. Answer will be D. With reference to Indian history, which one of the following statements is or are correct? Nizamat of Arcot emerged out of Hyderabad state. Mysore kingdom emerged out of Vijayanagara state. Rohilkhand was formed out of territories occupied by Ahmad Shah Durrani. 1 and 2 are definitely correct. I'll give you a very good reason for this. We have source detail for this in the evening class. Answer is A. Okay. Rohilkhand name. This was there before. Which of the following statements is or are correct? Ajanta caves lie in the gorge of Vargu river. Sanchi Stupa lies in the gorge of Chambal river. Pandavleni, Nashik wale caves, shrine in the gorge of Narmada river. Amravati Stupa lies in the gorge of Godavari river. This is a question where they try to kind of mix up between geographical with history. Answer is A. 49th question. Answer is A. And with reference to India, the terms Halbi, Ho and Kui pertain to, they're actually languages, tribal languages. Answer D at this point. So those were the history questions, guys, 20 of them. Now, as I said, if you see the pattern of the questions, nearly all of these were somewhere in the medieval India, ancient India, and that too medieval Harsha to Tughlaqs, and then again there were some questions between 1700 to 1857. So that part of history which students generally tend to ignore, UPSC has focused on it. Now those were the history questions. Now let us quickly begin with polity questions. Okay, and the polity key is ready. Faculty will come and they will check the polity series of questions. Now that part, yes, 20 questions. Okay. So what should be your plan or strategy for handling this? See, simple strategy, guys. Take the topic, read the topic. The book is irrelevant. The days of the book are gone. It's very clear. UPSC is emphasizing on this. The book is the specific book. Sir, ye books I want to read from this book. Is this book sufficient? That question from now on is out of syllabus. Is this book sufficient? No, it is no longer,